Welcome back everyone, Mike McConville here one more time for String Tech. I've got Brian's PRS here and I also have David's Epiphone ES355. I never knew there was such a thing. I'm on the home stretch with this one, so I have edge dressed and polished those sharp ends. They were razor sharp. They're smooth as silk now. Now this is a two-way truss rod, and I like two-way truss rods. I think it's a great idea, but you really got to understand them before you go leveling. This needed leveling in several different spots. It's all been done now. I'm just working on the compensated nut. These are real mother of pearl position markers. I did remove that neck pickup just to keep it out of the way. I mean, this thing's brand new. It's still got the plastic covers on the pickups. I got those F-holes taped off so we don't get any nasty stuff in there when we're doing the fret dress. I've got that pickup completely isolated in the Ziploc bag. This would be set up for 10 to 50 strings, so it's going to be tuned down to E flat. So. Now I did pad that pickup cavity to level that pickup out with the string path. Like most ES guitars, the pickup tends to dive a little bit, and that has leveled it out completely. You'll see when we get the strings on. So we can safely take off that cover now. Just rubbing off any residue from the compound. This is way better than it was when it left the factory. Sure is a pretty thing, the gold and the white. I always like that combination. Of course, with white, every little microspeck shows up. So these are the strings we're going with. It's going to be tuned down to E flat, this one. It's an aluminum tailpiece, brass plated aluminum. And this is the wrap up on Dave's 355. I do have my foam mutes in here. wavering you see is the traffic sort of picking up, but we're there. All 6 strings are calibrated, intonated, all the notes, all the chords, all the frets. Now we'll plug it into the studio and really have a listen. So starting on this end, that A string saddle needed to be removed, flipped 180 and reinstalled in order to squeeze the intonation out. You can see it's right to the casting on the leading edge. And then of course we line the rest of the strings up. I also wrapped the threads on those posts to kind of tighten this up, just to take care of any slop in the machining. The tailpiece is good and tight. Pickup heights were adjusted, and then this neck pickup, there was a bit of padding put on the front side to level that out with the string path. I adjusted the 2-way truss rod on this one to get the neck as straight as possible, and there were multiple spots all over the neck that needed to be leveled, and then of course we recrowned and polished. The edges on this guitar were extremely sharp. They are now smooth as silk, and the fingerboard end to end is taken care of. There's our last glance at the compensated nut, and you can see each string is in a different place, just like it is on the bridge, calibrated for E-flat tuning. It doesn't take a lot of imagination to imagine Gibson on the headstock of this guitar. Yeah, I don't know when it was exactly that they started actually using the authentic Gibson headstock. And this is the loop. So I'm going to let that play, and I'll blow over top. Here we go. Anything you play on a classical guitar, you could play on this one. fact that it's a matte white as opposed to a high gloss white. And that bridge is lined up now for those 10 to 52 tuned down to E flat. And I'm not a fan of Grover tuners, but these tuners are beautiful. The machining, wherever they were made, China or elsewhere, they're not just smooth to turn, they actually hold the string in tune. There's the last glance of that compensated nut. And we're ready to tuck this into the case for the final time.